Okay, so I'm about to change this valve body. I'm gonna put a new valve body in there. So I've been having shifting issues, stuck in gear. It's stuck in like 40 miles an hour, and then it works fine. Another time it's stuck in gear again, and then it works fine. So it's just on and off. I changed the TCM, the solenoids and stuff, but that didn't help. So I'm gonna go ahead and change the valve body in this Buick 2012 Buick LaCrosse. So let's dive into it, guys. First, remove the positive terminal battery, disconnect your battery, set it aside. I'm gonna go under here, we're gonna drain the transmission oil. Act it up, I got a blocks underneath. Over here, gotta be safe, guys. We got a drain plug right under here. See that little boy right there? That's your drain plug right there. So this is an 11 millimeter socket. We're gonna break that. Got your drain pan ready. Got the drain, it's loose. Go ahead. Not bad, the oil. So we're gonna get that drain. Then we're gonna move to the next step. Okay, so basically the oil is pretty much drained out. I'm gonna go ahead and put the plug back in there so I don't forget it. You don't need to get this real tight, just get it real snug. Snug it down. Okay, so next thing, transmission oil is drained, and we'll move on to the next step. So guys, we gotta drain the coolant. We're gonna drain the coolant, and the coolant is on the passenger side. There's a plug, it's a drain plug right up in here. Trying to get this to focus. So what I did, I got me a little hose, guys. This is helpful. So I got me a hose because the drain plug. Okay, so this is it right here. There's a little drain pipe. See if I can see it. Drain pipe back here. You can push the hose on to. So see that? Then this thing, you can turn it. Yeah. And if you want it to come out faster, release the suction. So we're gonna open up the coolant, the cap up here. Pretty good. I'm gonna tell you why later on why we drain the coolant, but we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so after we drained the coolant, so what's going on in here? There's a bunch of stuff in front of the oil pan. So the oil pan is at the front, and right here in here, this is where the solenoids and the valve body and speed sensor and so forth, that's where everything is at the front of the transmission. But there's a bunch of hoses and wires and stuff that we got to remove. Okay, so we're going to remove those one by one. So this is the transmission line right here. See this 12 millimeter socket. I loosen that up, so we're going to take that out of there. We're going to move that. There's a clip down here that I gotta move first. Okay. So I moved that out of the way. There's a little oil coming out, but it's not a lot. Put the nut back so you don't lose it. Okay, and then we're gonna move this back box here. What I did earlier, I removed the the motor, the cover, the engine cover. You got to unscrew the oil cap. So you move the oil cap out of there. You want to get this out of the way. So we want to try to see as much room we can get. So this is the box, the ECM box right here. Electrical box, your electrical box. So you put it out of the way over here. See, we started getting a little space right there. And so right here we have this plug right here, goes to the battery and so forth. So if you push this back, so I'm trying to remove as much things as possible out of the way. So you tuck it back here. I got bungee cords, guys. You got strings or whatever, you're gonna need those to move stuff out of the way. So there's a hose right here. You see this hose? That's the coolant hose, and it's up in here. You see that? So there it is. Okay, so this coolant hose, the clamp here, there's a clamp right here. This one is harder to get. Just remember, it's easier to get the one on the bottom. So let's go check out the one on the bottom. And can you see it? Right there. Remove that clamp out of the way and then break that hose off. Okay guys, so I got the clamp moved back. So you see right here. So the clamp is back here. So now you can get your hose off. See? There's a little coolant, but not much. It's drained. So now we can take the hose from the top. The hose right here. So another thing out of the way will make you more room. So remember this, we'll pull earlier. Transmission line. You can put that out of the way. Just move it over here. So we're getting there, guys. So that's out of the way. So now, there's a couple more things that we need to get out of the way. Push this back. So there is the negative cable. It's right here. The negative cable to the battery. See, it's right here, run down here, and all across here. You want to move that out of the way as well. So you've got a nut right here. So you can see it right here. It's a 10mm nut. I'm gonna take that off and move that cable out of the way. Okay, so we got that nut loose. The grounds. Okay, so get that loose out of there. See? Right there, it's got this one. It runs through here. See this one? Sticking everything over here, guys. Sticking over here. Okay. So we're getting there. A couple more stuff to move, and we should be good. There's a clip that holds this line right there. That clip. Move that. There's one more here. The clip. So if you move the clip, then this line will be. You can lift it up out of there. I don't know if we got to pull it out yet or not. I'm trying to avoid that. Just want to remove the second wire transmission. I was trying to work around it, but it's easier to move with this one. Transmission wire. So what happened is that it goes back here, see it? And it's underneath the shifter cable. So if you remove the shifter cable, holds the bracket, Yeah, we got the 12mm bolts. Move those. And then this is back here. 13mm right there. So if we move that, we can get that up over there. It's easier. You could get it from this end too. But there's a clip. There's a clip that is in this hand. And it's hard to reach the clip without moving a lot of stuff. So it's easier to get it back there. So we got the shifter cable bracket removed. Stick it up here. I put the bolts back in the hole so you don't lose those. All right, so here it is. And the nut, what I like to do, put the nut back in this bolt down in here. Right here, so the nut to put it back on there. So now this is the cable. The cable is free. So we can get that cable out of there. Don't break it, guys. Be gentle with it. It's coming up. It's coming. Yeah, here we go. So another thing out of the way. So we'll work on the next thing. Okay guys, so it's a lot better. There's a lot of room. I got bungee cords, pulling cables and wires that way. I got stuff tucked out of the way, and now we're good. So there's a lot of room in here to do stuff. We got 10mm bolts that goes all the way around. I think we got like 15 or 14 of them that goes all the way around. Under the bottom, there are 3 under the bottom, and it's better to access those from underneath. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove those. But before we do that, I'm gonna remove the transmission cable. So this, you push it forward, this clip right here. And if it doesn't want to go forward by hand, I got a small screwdriver tucked in there. See? And the one a little bit forward, then it comes loose, out of the way. So now we got room. You just tuck it aside. Don't pinch anything, don't damage anything, guys. So now we have access to a bolt. Get your socket, get your gun, whatever you're gonna do. We're gonna get those pulled off and go from there. All right, guys, I'm underneath now. You can see there's one here, another one here, one in here. So that's 5 bolts, and then you can see the ones that are going up in there. See, so we're gonna tackle those and then get this baby off there. Taking our last bolt out of there. We got all the ones on the bottom and the side. So we're ready now to get this cover off so we can. So guys, now we got access to our control module, the transmission control module. So we want to get that out of there. Before we can get it out, there's bolts to remove and these cables to remove. So you're going to move this one on top right here, this white one on top. You squeeze it. So you squeeze and lift. It's hard for me to do it with one hand right now. I'm going to show you. Then there's a green one right here. Squeeze back. Yeah. It's hard for me to get it with one hand. And there's another one down at the bottom. There's a green one down at the bottom. Down there, yep. The clips, so you're gonna move those 3 clips and the wires off, and then we got some bolts. I think it's around 8 bolts that we gotta remove. 10mm bolts, one here, one in here, and all the way down. If you follow these bolts. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then we proceed to the next step. So just squeeze these clips. 2 hands is better. but I'm gonna show you what to do and we're gonna go from there. Okay guys, so I got the last bolt out for the TCM, transmission control module. So now this is ready to come out of there, and there are different size bolts, and some are 10 millimeter and 8 millimeter. All right guys, next up we have the valve body. So remember guys, not all the bolts come out. Don't take all your bolts. So you're gonna separate the valve body. You don't want to do that yet. Unless you're repairing it, you don't want to do it here until you get it on the table. You can open it up. But what you want to do, you want to take out the outer bolts. So this one on top come out, this one comes out, and then skip this one, then this one come out. Now take out the outer ones. So this one, you leave the inner ones. Don't touch these ones. That's hold the valve body back there together. So take out the outer ones and the parameter, the outer parameter you want to take out. And then the outer one down here, the outer one down here, the left, you leave these two right here. Take out the outer one. You want to leave this one. You want to take out this one. Sorry, this one is the outer one too. So you don't take the ones at the edge. And we come over here. And you're going to leave these outer ones. I know I said to take out the outer ones. But guys, sorry. Yeah, so you're going to leave these two right here. These two from the bottom up. Leave those two. And then you're going to do this one. I know it's not so clear. The lighting is kind of dull right there. But you're going to take out these two in the middle. Then leave these two right here on this side. And that's it. You know, so in all you're going to have, you're going to take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the goal is to take out 12 bolts. Okay, so you're going to try to stay on the outer parameter, and we should be good. So, all right, I'm going to get that going. All right, guys, we're making a lot of progress. So now we got the valve body, all the bolts out of it. And so this is what I done. So I just lay out the bolts the same way I took them out. So I don't get them mixed up. Most of these are the same size. I think you only got two, or one shorter one, but so I got those bolts out. So before, remember this clip right here. This is what is connected. So you make sure you got to get this back in there. It's connected to the selector, the gear selector. Up on top there. Yeah, the selector cable and actuator. So this, I'm gonna take this out and set it aside. Remember to put it back. So this is ready to come loose. Valve body is out. Okay. And this is our valve body. So we could take this table, and if I'm going to do another video later time and how to repair this, I'm going to do another video separately. Or we can buy the kit and you can repair it, open it up. But for this video, I have a new one. I'm just going to throw a new one in there, and then I focus on this one on a later time. But before let's get it over here. There's some things that I need to remove. This right here. Got to get the plunger out there so you can put it in the new one. So we're gonna switch that out. All right, guys, I need to show you guys something real important, real quick. So this valve stem, what goes down in here like this. So you got this smaller part that sticks up top here. So it goes in there. I'm gonna make sure that's lined up with right here. Okay, like this. See this? That's the manual valve. You know, so that valve stem need to go right on this thing here, metal here. And we get it installed. Another thing, there's a rubber right here. Make sure that rubber is there. This rubber. Make sure that is there. There's a dowel. 2 dowels that's gonna sit on. There's one down here, but 2 little dowel. I'm gonna set it on one there and one up top here. Make sure those are in there. So we're gonna go ahead and get it reinstalled back. Okay guys, so this is ready to go back in. It's so much easier to go in from the top. Okay guys, this is what I was talking about. I got the valve body in there. It's not bolted down yet, but to check that valve stem is connected. See it? It's inside that little pin. See, it's coming in and out. I'm moving the actuator up here. See, I'm moving the actuator up here, this actuator. And then down there, you see the valve is coming in and out. So that's a way to make sure before you bolt it down that it's connected in there. So that's how we want it to be. So now we can go ahead and put in our bolts the same way we took them out. Don't get your cords, these wires, don't get them pinched in there. Watch this one. Speed, take it easy. Okay, so don't forget your spring. Don't forget your spring. So this go, it's kind of, you can't miss it. So you put the bolt in there. This kind of goes in between that groove. Okay, let's put it in the groove first. Here we go. Okay, so you got that spring in that groove. Right there. See that? Okay. I'm gonna snug this down. Guys, and that's gonna be it for our valve body. Okay, that's good. So the next step, we'll move on. So we got the valve body all secure and in there, lined up. Though we're gonna put our CTM transmission control module, TCM. I'm gonna put back the TCM in there.